10 most terrifying warships that ever sailed the seas. 1. Iowa-class battleship, United States. Iowa-class battleships displaced 57,540 long tons. They also had a speed of 38 miles per hour. That made them larger and faster than the older dreadnoughts. They were constructed to counter the Japanese Kongo class. The Iowa class included 4 ships. All were decommissioned in the 1990s. 2. Littorio class battleship, Italy. These were the most powerful ships ever built by Italy. The Littorio class was commissioned in 1942. There were 2 ships, Littorio and Vittorio Veneto. Both had a displacement of over 40,000 tons. Each had 9 units of 15-inch guns. At 30 miles per hour, these were the fastest battleships at the time. 3. Kirov-class cruiser, Soviet Union. These battle cruisers were 827 feet long. They displaced 28,000 tons at full load. The nuclear-powered cruisers were made for offensive operations. 4 were built during the 1980s at a cost of $2 billion per unit. Today, only 1 remains in service. Pyotr Veliki is the flagship of Russia's Northern Fleet. 4. King George V class battleship, United Kingdom. The Royal Navy had 5 ships in this class during World War II. They were equipped with 10 14-inch guns each. To compensate for the weak gun power, the ships were well armored. They could deliver 28 knots of speed. 5. Nagato-class battleship, Japan. There were only 2 Nagato-class ships, but they were some of the world's largest. These dreadnought battleships were 738 feet long. They were the first in the world to have 8 16-inch guns. Commissioned in 1920, the ships were later upgraded. The Nagato class was enlarged to almost 46,000 tons. These were the only battleships to survive World War II. 6. South Dakota class battleship, United States. This was a group of 4 fast battleships used in World War II. They were about 680 feet long and capable of displacing 46,200 tons at full load. They were also very well armored. South Dakota ships could withstand 16-inch gunfire. 2 ships, Massachusetts and Alabama, have been preserved as museum pieces. 7. Bismarck-class battleship, Germany. These were the largest battleships of the Kriegsmarine. Each was 823 feet, 6 inches long, and displaced a whopping 50,000 tons. KMS Bismarck, the flagship of her class, was supposed to be invincible. However, she was destroyed in 1941 after her first mission. The second ship, Tirpitz, lasted until 1944. 8. Yamato-class battleship, Japan. There were only 2 ships in the Yamato class, displacing 73,000 tons. They were the heaviest ever built. The class carried the largest naval artillery ever fitted to a warship. Each ship was armed with 9 460mm naval guns. Each gun could fire 3,220-pound shells over 26 miles. Yamato ships also had an array of secondary armaments, but they never took part in any naval battles. 9. Richelieu-class battleship, France. France only ever built 2 ships of this class. One had 8 15-inch guns, arranged in an all-forward manner. They were installed in 2 quadruple turrets. The second one had anti-aircraft guns. A third one was to have upgraded anti-aircraft batteries, but she was never completed. 10. HMS Vanguard battleship, United Kingdom. She was the last battleship built by the Royal Navy. She was also the only one in her class. HMS Vanguard had a displacement of 44,500 long tons. The last British battleship, she was 814 feet, 4 inches long. Her combination of firepower, speed, and armor was unmatched. But HMS Vanguard was only completed in 1946. She never saw combat.